Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Oluwafisayomi. If you don't know, now you know, and you are welcome back to my channel again. If you are not a subscriber, welcome back. How have you guys been? And if you are a new subscriber, like this is your first time on my channel, this is your first time seeing my face, thank you for stopping by today. I'm sure you are going to have a swell time today. In today's video, you are going to be watching me go from this to this while telling you guys about my first-hand experiences with Canada jobs since I arrived in Canada last year. This video is going to be so much fun because recounting those experiences, it was a lot. It was a lot to take in, and I'm so excited to like fill you guys in with all of that. Before I continue with this video, yeah, you gotta subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos. Help me grow now. Like, help me grow. Share my videos, like my videos, leave me a thumbs up. All of that good stuff. Like, you guys say you love me. You guys show me that you love me. Without much talking, let's get into the video. So guys, I was in process of filming a video where I was laying my frontal, and I just thought to make this video while I do my makeup. Like I said earlier on, in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about my experiences with Canada jobs. Since I came to Canada, I've worked at least 4 jobs, I think. Yeah, I have worked 4 jobs from September. No, I didn't work in September. So from October to July, I have worked 4 jobs, and the first 3 jobs, the longest I have been here is this my current job that I've been working since January. Anyways, let's get straight into this video. This video is not a makeup tutorial, so focus to be on the gist. So when I came to this country, I stayed with a family member for 2 months, and those 2 months were very traumatic. I'm not prepared to talk about this story, but it was very traumatic for me. I don't know how it was like. I don't know what it was. I don't know how it felt, but it seemed to me like he didn't have plans for me to work. I mean, my father just died. I needed to hustle. I needed to work and stuff. So I was very, very eager to start working. So when I got to Canada, it was telling me, sorry, in case I keep on looking at the mirror, it's because of this makeup that I'm doing. So when I got to Canada, I kept on saying, oh, he wanted me to find a balance with school first before I start working and that kind of thing. So for like 2 weeks, I didn't even think about finding a job or working. And my friends that were here, they had already started finding their way to like work. Why do I keep saying work? To like work and the likes. I hope this video is not just unnecessarily lengthy because of this makeup where I want to. So like 3 weeks after, I started to find jobs. So it took me somewhere that they were going to give me a job there, but unfortunately they said they wanted only full-timers, people with PR. Let me just tell you, if you're coming with PR, like, it's so easy for you to find a job. Maybe not your dream job at first, but then trust me, you find something more conducive that what students will find, because students can only work part-time, right? That was where the whole story of me not working ended, because I had to start looking for a job by myself, because my uncle was like, he was going to introduce me to where he worked, but I had to wait 6 months. 6 months before working. I'll wait until I think March before I started working, and then I had to go to school and I needed money. And for someone that was already quasi independent from Nigeria, it was very weird. So I started finding my own way. Anytime I'm going on the road like this and I see for job, it's everywhere in this Canada. You see job, call job, call job, calls hiring, call. Anyway, I see, I take a screenshot, I get them, I'll call them, hi, I'm looking for a job, blah, blah, blah. I was looking for a job. So I don't wear primer. The only thing I wear is moisturizer. I'm not just about that life. And my makeup does not move. It's a flex, but I don't wear primer, you guys. So one day I called an agency. That was when I found out that they were agencies, because it was very new to me. You know me, Jolly just come. When I called them, they told me they had a job for me. Come this day, come that day. Come the next day. That I was supposed to start the next day. Oh my God, I was so excited because I'd been staying indoor for a very long time, and it was time for me to, this is too much moisturizer, this is way too much, and it was time for me to start working. So they said, oh, you must buy safety boots, don't come with this, don't come with that. Me, I went to use all my money. I didn't bring a lot of money to this country. I came with $50. I had to use all my money to buy safety boot at Walmart. My uncle took me. If I didn't know, maybe I would have just gone to Valley Village, honestly, and go and buy thrifted. I went to buy new safety boots. I'm not using that safety boot. Like, the safety boot is just there. I cannot even trade it because it was my hard-earned money I used to buy safety boots. So any job that they say bring safety boots, my people, just know that you are going for hard labor. hard labor. Let me first just together what kind of life I lived in Nigeria. The kind of life I lived in Nigeria was the kind of life that any day work comes, you work. Any day work doesn't come, you sleep and protect your mental health. That was all I was about in Nigeria. Like, sleep, wake up, any day I get a makeup job, I work. Like, it was not so, I had to work. I mean, I had parents, I had my sister, I was working, I had food, I was not stressing my life. Like, I worked at a travel agency and when I was in that place, I was always calling sick because the awala was too much. So any small thing I said, I'll call in sick. I'll say I have anxiety. I'll say, you guys, Anyway, that was the kind of life I lived in Nigeria. So nothing was preparing me for the hard labor. But then I have a very, very strong willpower. And anytime I'm like, I want to do something, even if it's hard, I'll just make sure that I go through it and I do it. So the next morning now, they said I should resume by 7. My uncle was very, very nice enough to take me to the place. It was on Albion Road. Oh God. Good old days. So I packed food in a lunch bag. I went. You get, I still had my nails. My nails that I did from Auntie Deola for expensive money. My powder nails, I still had it. I've not done nails since that time. I still had that nails on. First thing when I got there, they said that if you want to work here, you have to cut your nails, remove all the nail polish and everything. I'm like, you guys, powder nails, oh, I cut it that with scissors at that point because I'm like, I can't go back home because of nails now. Let me just cut it off. I cut it, remove all my jewelry. You have to remove your earrings. Remove your earrings, remove your chain, remove your everything. I'm like, I shall remove everything. And I saw the place. The place was long like this. Open field with closed roof. It was a warehouse. Okay. And I saw big equipment. I'm like, what are we going to be doing in this place? There was no black person. That was how I knew that, I don't pass my boundary because all of them were Indians and just brown skinned people that were not black and were not white. And these people seemed so strong and, not like strong, but they seemed so diligent. Anyway, they said morning shift people to midnight shift rather. Night shift people finished and then we got inside. Then they started to put us on lines. You guys, they call that work line worker. They put us on lines. The work was not hard though. It was just labeling, I don't know why we were labeling. I don't know why we needed to label because the stuff already had label. I'm not going to finish this makeup today. The stuff already had label, yeah? But we had to cover up the label with something else. With another label. Like people. So we started work by 7:30. We had only 2 breaks. I mean, when we started, it was simple work, honestly. I'm not even exaggerating. It was simple work because all we had to do was just peel off something and put it on the sticker. And then somebody passes the stuff to you. It was gummy bears. Somebody passes the stuff to you, you peel it off, you put it, they pack it in a box. We were working like robots. I started 7:30. By 9:30, my eye was already turning me. I was already like very tired because I was standing. You guys, I finished that job by 5:30 p.m. But I think it was a 12-hour shift. I wanted to faint. I started crying. I was so tired. Like, it's so emotional. I was so tired. Like, I was so tired. And I was sat down somewhere. I was not crying. No. First day of my work. Wow, this foundation seems to like. Anyway, first day of work, I was so tired because I never had to stand for that long. Even if I go to church, at least I'll be able to sit down if I'm tired of standing. This one, I could not sit down. They will not be saying, fast. You are too slow. Fast, be fast. I'm like, hey, what is this? How can this be my first job in this country? Anyway, it was just labeling and it was a warehouse. So I worked there once. Of course, the second day I could not even go. Before I even got up from the bed, like 9 o'clock because oh my God, I was so tired. And then I had to take the bus. I got lost so many times. Jesus, I thank you for how far you have brought me because that day was deadly and it was dreadful and dreadful. Anyway, that was my first job in Canada. I went only once and I didn't go back the second day. And when the check came, I was so excited because it was like $240 and I didn't have a lot of money. So I was like so happy that, God, but then never again. So guys, moving on to my second job in Canada, So after my first experience now, I didn't even want to go back to that agency. I didn't want to have anything to do with them because I'm like, why are you guys trying to kill me? Murderers. I'm not going back. It's not me you kill. So I didn't call them again. They kept on calling me if I was available for other shifts. I said I wasn't. I wanted another job. I cannot do that one. That one was too much for me. I don't have a lot of physical strength. Imagine. I never serious that time. Anyway, I was telling agency that I didn't have physical strength. You guys, I called another agency and they said they had another job for me. They said they had a job for me. If I was ready to start the second one. This one was at Toro Road in North Shock. They said it was a picture company. And the way they said it felt like it was a museum. Like, it was like maybe I'll be retailing pictures or something. They said, it didn't look like what I met when I got there. I got there. This place was even worse than the last place because there were so many big engines that were making so much noise. Oh my God, the noise was terrible. At least I was already there. Let me see what was going on. So the only thing about these jobs that I actually did not stay is that I met some people there that are still my friends till today, and they've like helped me. Because this one that I went at Toro Road, and that was when I met Abby. Abby is my friend, and Abby has a very helpful to and instrumental to my life in this Canada. So I met Abby at that job. She had been in Canada for like 4 years. I don't know what she was looking for there. I honestly don't know what she was looking for there. But anyway, she had been in Canada for like 4 years, and she said, and she was going to work there. So both of us, we got there at the same time, and I'm like, oh, are you headed to this place? And she's like, yes, I'm headed here, blah, blah, blah. That was how we became friends. Anyway, I got inside, it was a picture company, yes, but it was a picture factory. It was a picture factory. There was so much noise. They put us on a line again, and they said I should be using stapler. This heavy staplers, even my hand could not carry the stapler. They are using heavy staplers to clip the pictures to the frames. You taught me how to arrange frames, and oh my God, I was doing it for 2 hours. 2 hours, my people. I went back home. When I got back, you are back, blah blah blah. My uncle was like, you came back early today. What happened? I said that they said I should be going home. You guys, I was lying. I wanted to die. I was seeing stars like this from stapling pictures. You guys, I went back home. I did 2 hours in that place. This is a cream plush from TMS's house. So I went back home, and oh my Jesus, that was the end of that job. They didn't pay me today. I even tried to collect my money. I was going to collect my 2 hours money because I worked for 2 hours, right? You guys, they didn't pay me. But at least I came back in my life. I came back with my life intact. Honestly, I feel like I'm exaggerating with these jobs because there are people that do these jobs and are still very much okay, but I could not, and it was very hard for me. So that was how my second job went. It was at that picture company at Toro Road. I didn't go back there. They didn't pay me. I took my L in peace. To my third job. At this job, I actually stayed for I think I went for 5 times. It wasn't 5 times in a week. Sometimes I'll just go twice. So I did this in November, actually. Yes, I did this job in November. Is it 5 times? 1, 2. I think I went 5 times because I remember that my paycheck there was not even up to $400. So, and I was doing 8-hour shift. First is first, I was always going late to that one. They wouldn't even tell me on time. I think when they don't have anybody to go for their shifts, do not remember that there's one girl somewhere. Do not call me. At this job too, not a single black person. All of them were brown-skinned people. So at that point, I knew that there was a job that black people were doing. It was not this job. I mean, not a lot of black people were doing this job. If it was so easy, I would have met black people there because it's so easy to see Nigerians in this country. Everywhere there are Nigerians. So I'm like, I've not met any Nigerian at this job. This was my third job. I've not met any Nigerian here. That means there's something else that Nigerians are doing that I need to find out that is not hard. Or a job. And I didn't want to work in retail because retail is too fast-paced for me. All of those KFC, no frills, Walmart. Everybody was saying, so I go to Walmart. I'm like, Walmart, I have to be doing I really cannot do that. I don't know if I'm being lazy or if I was being lazy, but it just felt like I was not going to be able to handle it because it was too fast-paced. I used to like to process things, but it was too fast-paced for me, and I didn't want to just involve myself with Walmart and stuff. I'm just going to go in my face powder now. And it was just too fast-paced, and that was why I wasn't interested in anything related to retail. So that was that. Anyway, at this job, it was a food processing company. Hey, you guys, I have hustled in this life. I have hustled in this life and I have seen things. They said, yeah, they make processed food. That was what the agency told me. Funny how it was the same, it was a different agency this time around. It was another agency, because whenever an agency sends me to a terrible place, I feel like these people are terrible people. They should be arrested. And that time, I was still very, very sad though. Like my father just died. I just the manage, make I just they keep on moving, they push. The first day I went to this place, the second day my chest was paining me. I could not move. And I'm not Botio. It's not like I'm Botio, but the work was just a lot. At this place, I could still take breaks and stuff. I'm going to just go directly into my eyes. I'm going to be using this Laura Mercier setting powder to catch eyeshadow fallout from under my eyes. So what they were doing was package foods. Like they would have cooked the food down, they'll package it, refrigerate it, and sell it. And I was inside. All we had to do was just like pour the rice inside one thing that just dispenses it into plates. It was just dramatic. A lot of things to take in, and we had to wear so many gloves. You had to wear gloves. You had to cover your hair. No jewelry, no nail polish, nothing. Wear one overall thing like that. Wear one on your hand like this on your hand. Wear one from your shoulder to your. Wear one from your hand. Wear like 3 gloves, because we are working with food, right? So we had to be very clean. Ah, God. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Heavenly Father. It was cold inside that place because they are working with processed food. It was cold. Did I go 5 times or 4 times? It doesn't matter anyway. But I didn't really go a lot. The first time I went was because I met one guy there. He's Indian. His name is Kishan. He's my friend now. I met him and he just encouraged me and told me. And he didn't really, the first day we were together, so I didn't really do a lot of work. That was why I went back the second time. So I didn't really do a lot of work that first day, because it was like carrying the heavy stuff and just pouring the rice into the dispenser. And another reason I went the second time was because that first day the machine got bad. So I was always praying that their machines to get bad. God forgive me, so that I would know how to work a lot, and it got bad a lot of times. The machine got bad a lot of times. So when the machine is bad, all of us will just stay and be waiting for they used to have engineers on ground, so the engineers would come fix the machine. Anyway, there was machine to dispense the rice, machine to dispense the meat, machine to dispense the broccoli. It was just weird. I used to wonder that we used to buy all this kind of food until I started meeting people that actually used to buy that kind of food. Anyway, so I worked in that place. The second time I worked there, Kishan did not come. Kishan did not come, and they put me in front of one machine. Only me. They put me in charge. Hey, my dears. It was so much work. It was so much work, you guys. I was tired. I would not squat, and I said, "Don't squat, stand." What? Oh, all those Philippines, fear them. The people fear Philippines though, because it's like they never get tired though. She'll be like, "Why are you squatting?" I'm like, "There's nothing to do. Let me squat." I'm like squatting so that I can just take some rest. And then she's like, "Why are you squatting? You need to stand." So I was planning on changing my accommodation, so I kept at that job because I wanted to change where I was living at that time, and I didn't want to bother my mom and stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me just manage, go through the process. They say it's not always easy when you come to this country. Let me just manage, and you know what, do what I have to do and stuff like that. So I kept at it, and I kept on going. I kept on going to this job where I did not like. We had a group chat on WhatsApp, so if they say they need somebody for a shift, you just indicate that you're available, right? So I indicated that I was available. That's how the agency called me, that the company cancelled me. They said me I should not come again. Hey, me that I was still managing them. I was managing your company. You people cancelled me. So at the job, basically, they told me to stop coming, that they didn't want me anymore. And I know why. It was because I wasn't performing up to expectations. But the expectations were too high. What were they expecting? Who did they think I was? Who? Samson or what? The person I'll be packing rice without getting tired. Anyway, the expectations were too high. I didn't even feel terrible because it was just like, it was too much for me, honestly. So when they said stop coming, I was like, okay. And they wanted someone that used to get tired. I'm very sure they would have found, because brown skinned people are so strong. I don't know how they do it, guys. They don't get tired. Funny thing about these jobs, all these very hard jobs, is that they pay you minimum wage. 14.50. Not 14.51, no. They pay you minimum wage 14.50 14.55, 14.65. Like if even they want to add, they will add 10-15 cents, except the ones that were paying COVID pay, because I came, like COVID was still very much around when I came, right? So except the ones, I'm going to be using this James Charles eyeshadow palette for my eyes. So except the ones that were paying COVID pay, which were not, they were not a lot of them. They will pay you minimum wage and expect you to work like you're a donkey. I'm not even going to lie, it was giving me slave trade vibes. Not that this one was not with black people, everybody like they were. Funny thing, white people don't do these jobs. So you won't even see any white person there, except maybe the person is a supervisor, or on very rare cases. But you would hardly meet a white person in that kind of setting. So they cancelled me, and that was why I was jobless again. Anyway, I was doing 8 hours, and it was just hard enough for me. You have to stand for long. The noise in the factory, I cannot explain it. I don't know. It's just so much noise that it does not feel healthy. Let me go back to where I was. When they cancelled me, I didn't feel terrible. It was hard because it came on a day that I was going through a lot. I was so sad and depressed that day because I was having issues with my accommodation. I was house hunting because I wanted to live where I was as quick as I could. At that point, I already even had enough money to leave the house, but all the places, oh my god, I feel like one day I should sit down and say a story on how hard it was for me to find accommodation when I left my uncle's house. Racism, so many things that came up then. I was trying to find a place to move to, and all the places I liked that I wanted to move to, they didn't rent the place to me. They just did not want to rent the place to me. And then how something is so stressful. You guys know how stressful it is in Lagos here. That's how it is stressful over here. So like if you don't have a lot of money and you're looking for somewhere that is affordable, oh my god, you go waka. I made a video there. Maybe I should upload it somewhere. I don't know if you guys want to see my first video. I made it in September and I looked so different then because I was going through a lot. That's why I've not even put the video out, because I didn't even like the way I was looking in that video. If you guys want to see that video, let me know. So in that video, I did not, the person I wanted to move, the person I was thinking was going to rent a place to me, just sent me a message that was like, sorry, I already rented your room to somebody else, blah blah blah. I was about to be homeless and hopeless. I did not have a job. I didn't even quit the job again. They sacked me. They cancelled me. It's God that will cancel them. You cannot cancel who God did not cancel. Is it me that said Shebiri Sope should not fit me? Yeah, I know at such a time that I needed to get many things done, and then I couldn't because I don't know anybody in this country aside from the person I stayed with when I came, and it was a lot of chaos. Anyway, I miraculously found somewhere to stay. I really don't know where I'm going with this graphic liner thing. So the same day I was given an ultimatum to leave where I was staying, I miraculously found a place to stay. It happened like this, like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I live until Friday, blah, blah, and I'm like, no, I'm leaving today. I'm leaving this place today. And that was how I left where I was staying. And that same day, God just works in mysterious ways. Maybe God just saw that I was already tired. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I'm very sure that God must have looked at me and saw how tired I was. And then an agency called me because I had already called so many agencies. One day I called 26 agencies. I told my friend, I was like, wow, officer, that's a lot. Anyway, I called so many agencies, and then one called me and told me I had to resume a job that night. At first, I told them I couldn't because I was honestly down. I just wanted to rest and sleep. But I called them back and I was like, okay, I'll take it. And that time, the pay was even higher than all the ones I had done. It was 1565. Oh, wow. It was not even 1465. 1565 rather. It was 1575. Because there was like a distinct difference. And I remember I was at KFC when they called me. And they said I should go. I'm like, okay, let me just try this place out. It was a night shift. That means I was going to work from night to morning. So I went to this company. It was a factory, but a different kind of factory. You guys know this, if you're in Canada, you know this Nelson milk now. That was the company. Like, God just put me in that factory because it wasn't like factory. Number one, I didn't need to wear cover head. It was packaging this time around. They were packaging milk. So the machine does everything. You just need to package the milk inside the cartons. The first day I went, all their machines got bad. That was how I knew that God did for me, because I was so tired. You guys, I slept. It was a factory work. If you've worked in a factory in Canada, you know that you cannot go to the factory and sleep. You guys, me and all the people there, we slept on the bench. By the time the machine started working, it was 4 o'clock. We could not even do much, and it wasn't even a lot of work. That first day, we didn't even do packaging. We were unwrapping butter. I don't know what they needed the butter for, but then we were just unwrapping the butter. And that was all I did on that first day. As I found that the machine got bad, so there was nothing to do. They now brought the butters for us to wrap. So that was what I did on the first day at that job. This job was the longest. I think I did 3 weeks. I was working 3 days a week, right? So that was 24 hours, because I was supposed to do 20 hours, but I was doing 24. It was God that saved me. Now I don't do 24 anymore if I'm supposed to do 20, because it was too risky. Anyway, I was working 3 nights a week, and half of the time the machine was always bad. God is good. I'm very sorry that these people paid me and the machine was going bad, but when the machine goes bad, you know it's rest time. So the machine was going bad. There was only like 1 day that we worked from 9 to morning, and work was always starting by 10:30 to 7:30 to 6:30. I really don't know. It was sure that yes, 10:30 to 6:30, and good God, it wasn't even far from where I was living. Anyway, that was my experience at my 4th job. Was it? Now there is one job I worked that I forgot to talk about, and this one I went 3 times. I did this one. I did afternoon shift for this one, and I did night twice. I can't remember the month that I did this one, but then I worked. It was at Fiera Foods. Now, if you're in Canada and you worked in that Fiera Foods, please let me know in the comment section. If you're in Toronto, rather, everybody knows that Fiera Foods. That Fiera Foods, they are supposed to arrest them. They are supposed to arrest all of them in that company. You guys, that Fiera Foods was a bakery. Sorry, it is a bakery, because I think it's still there. So it is a bakery. And that bakery, they do all sorts of pastries, right? It was a line work, not hard, but then all I had to do was flip sausages over. Frozen sausages. But the place was very hot, because it's a bakery, right? Funny how I met Kishan again in that company. You know, I met Kishan at, what was that company? I can't remember. The one that was doing cooking food. I said cooking food, doing for food processing. Then I met him again at Fiera Food, and it was like, Fiera Foods is better, blah, blah, blah. Hey, God, there's so many people in that Fiera Foods. So many employees. Some of these companies, because they don't want to pay you, because they don't want to give you full benefits, so they will not hire people from the agency, so that they'll be giving them minimum wage, and they'll be waiting for, and they're putting them on probation. So for my brows, I'm not going to do a lot of serering for my brows, as usual. That's what I'm doing the last. This job at Fiera Foods, the first time I went, everything went okay. Second time, everything went okay. I even liked the shift, because the supervisor was always very nice to me. I liked going to the place at that time. I met somebody that is not my friend too at that place, aside from Kishan. I met her name is Bolaji. This was actually the job. I can't even remember. I think I've lost my train of thought. I don't actually know what train I've lost, but I've lost something. Anyway, I went to this Fiera Foods, and I went twice. On the 3rd time, I did 9 shifts. And that night shift was like 11 to 7. Yes, because it was 8 hours. So it was 11 to 7. Around 12 o'clock, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what I was doing. I don't even know the point that this thing happened. I don't know. But I know I was at work, and I was there working, and I started feeling very dizzy. I was feeling very dizzy, but I was still managing. I took a break. I went to the washroom. I took water, and I'm like, okay, let me just go back to work and keep, because I told you guys we were flipping. I'm just going to put this lash from my lash brand that is coming soon. So I was flipping sausages, and it was just hot. I don't even know. Bottom line, I passed out. Like, boom. I blanked out. I saw the gate of heaven like this. But my Jesus told me, no, it's not time. You will not die in a factory. Because how do I live in Nigeria and go and die in a factory? That was the last time I went to Fiera Foods, because they wanted to kill me. He wasn't all this kind of person that I passed out for long, actually. It was just a very short while, I want to believe, because they had not called the ambulance. They just took me to they have a clinic. It's not like a clinic, like a first aid thingy. They know that they'll be experiencing that a lot. The place was so hot. And they were like, should we call 911? I'm like, whatever I achieve in this country that you're calling 911. I just got here, calling 911. The African in me, I'm like, no, don't call 911, I'm okay, blah, blah, blah. So I went them that night, I didn't work. It was after the Fiera that I now resumed at this last one I was talking about. The machine was always spoiling, I wasn't working. So that was the work I was at until January. If at any point you're at a job, you know that you're working with the agency, you don't have full benefits, you don't have insurance. So be careful. If the work is too much, it's going to break your back, just leave there, because don't put your family members into trouble, because the best they'll do for you is to take you to the hospital. You don't have insurance, so the company will not give you any benefit. Thankfully, that was my last factory job, the one I did at Gaelier, where I was packaging milk. The only thing I was deprived of then was just sleep. It wasn't as terrible as the other jobs. If you can hear any background noise, I sincerely apologize. There's construction going on. Since I moved into this building, they built this construction. Just like that Eglinton Road in Toronto, the construction does not want to stop. Only God knows what they are constructing. When I get questions like, Fisayo, what kind of jobs am I supposed to come and work here? What kind of jobs? Is it easy to get a job without having a good job? I don't want to do kiniko. I don't want to do kiniko. My answer, the answer I'll give you now, the answer I'll forever give is that it's a process. It gets better. I don't work in the factory anymore. But I cannot assure that you might not go through all of this, some of these phases. For some people, they might find a job that is perfect immediately. For some others, they might need to wait a little bit or for a little while. So when you ask me all those questions, that what kind of jobs do I get? I don't know, because I don't know where you are going to get to. I don't know the agency you are going to call. I don't know the kind of jobs they are going to have for you. So if I'm being genuine, guys, I don't have answers to those questions of, Fisayo, what kind of job will I get? It's easy to find a job. It is easy to find a job. It might not just be as easy to find a job that you're going to be comfortable doing, or you're going to find very, very convenient. But the thing is, it gets better. You're in a new country. I keep saying this. You're another man's, oh my God. It takes time to adapt to the system, to find out information, to make friends that will show you the way, or like tell you about other jobs. So when you're asking me on my Instagram that what kind of job am I supposed to come and do here, I don't know, because what if I say you're going to work in a factory? You come here now, you get a job in a very good place. Now you say I want to turn your destiny upside down. Leave it as a mystery. When you get there, you're going to get to figure it out. But one thing I can promise you is that you're not going to die. You're going to survive, and it is going to always get better. Like, we cannot recede. You get better. And if you know that you don't want to work in the factory, the best place to work is in retail. They are always looking for, they are always hiring people. What is retail companies? What is McDonald's? They are always hiring. Every time I go outside, I'm always they're hiring. Just so that it's minimum wage, but at least you're not working in the factory. And some factory people even pay more. And then at factory itself, you even get. The thing about these jobs again is that there's opportunity to grow. Like, you can be promoted to a supervisor. You don't have to do as much work. You don't have to do as much work as you used to. Just be supervising people. So it's not as hard though, and it's not so difficult though. It depends on you and the kind of things you can manage. But for me, it was a lot I couldn't manage. But if I didn't have another option, I would probably have to still continue doing that. But I'm sure that there are people that have good experiences about factory work. I see some people on YouTube, they'll be like, my first day working in the factory, blah, blah, blah. I really didn't have that kind of experience. For me, it was very hard. I'm not even going to lie. It was very hard. But who knows, you might have a better experience. You can be stronger than I am. So don't. And honestly, I hope that after this, that I stop getting that message of, oh, Fisayo, people are not letting me reply. I'm not getting to see the most important messages. You're letting me reply. You're letting me see what job am I going to expect. I don't know, my dear. I don't know. What if you come now and you get a job in the bank? I don't even know how much they pay people in the bank. Or you get a job in an insurance company, or somewhere that they actually pay like $50 per hour, and then I've already dropped your expectations and say, oh, you're going to work in a factory, blah blah blah. No, I'm not going to do that. So when you come, just be open-minded. And I've already said it in all my videos, and I will keep saying it. Always ask questions, because the job that I do now was introduced to me by someone that I met at the bus stop, whom I now live with actually. Someone I met at the bus stop. So you cannot keep your mouth shut. If you're at a job that you don't like, at any point you see that you can meet anybody that knows, God, I feel like this video is going to be so long. At any point that you know that you are in a gathering, or you meet someone that you know that the person has been here for a very long time, announce that you're looking for a job, and then hopefully you meet nice people that will show you the way. Amen. I pray. Do not on any occasion keep your mouth shut in this country. So this has been my first hand experiences with Canada jobs. Honestly, I didn't know that I had already worked in so many places like this, and I also did some extra jobs. So one time that I worked in an African restaurant, it was not like I was serving. I was more like in the kitchen, but it was too hot for me, and they wanted to be paying below minimum wage. You see, Africans say we are our own enemies. Canada said in this country our minimum wage is $14.50. You said you want to employ your own kingsman and you want to be paying the person $13. Like when a woman told me, I was gonna tell that you poor are wicked, you poor are mean. Then one time like that I worked with, I think it was only that restaurant that actually. Oh, I worked with one auntie Christiana. She was very nice to me. I went to a party. Oh, at this party, I also met somebody that is my friend now, and I helped them to serve. Funny how it wasn't like all this Nigerian, serving. Nobody, somebody rude to you. I practically just stood there. People came and took their food. I was also there, more like you are just there, not like serving them, but then they were coming to take their food. But honestly, I'm not trying to shut up anything. It was more like being a server. I think I did that once, and they gave me so many food when I was coming home. Hey, I ate that food for like 2 weeks. Anyway, I did that, and yeah, when I got my job, I didn't even have time because I'm working as a makeup artist and I'm working my other job, so there is not even enough time to do that. I think I did that once. Yes, I did that once, and they gave me so much food. And I met nice people. I met Softy, I met Sarah, I met what's her name? I met many people. One Oshi company, they always call me they have jobs, but I don't have I'm time. Back now. My makeup is done. My hair is done. You guys, in case you're wondering why I'm using a scarf to cover the frontal hair, it is because the frontal did not melt. It did not lay. It's giving me tailor vibes. You know when a tailor does your hair, or when a carpenter does your hair. That is what it's looking like, and it's so weird. Anyway, like I was saying, those were my experiences. Those were my first-hand experiences with Canada jobs. Yours might be different, and I'm sure it will be different in Jesus' name. It will be better for you. You won't have to go and pass out before you know that you are not destined to work in a factory. But one thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave you with, is that it will get better. Trust the process. Miss Evan, motivate. wait, let me take it in. Miss Evan, motivating. It gets better, and it will get better. So in the future, I know that people will start stressing me. What are you doing now? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? In the future, I'm going to make a video on how to get good jobs in Canada, hopefully, when I find out how to. If you are coming as a PR, oh my God, you really have no problem. And for students, just know that though the sun may come, though it might be raining at night, in the morning the sun will come. So don't worry, our sun will come. My own son has come in Jesus' name, and it will keep coming. And your son will come in Jesus' name. Make sure to be a part of my glam family. Subscribe to my channel, like my video. You guys, I didn't even ask, what do you think about this look that I created on myself? You know that this time went to fuck me up, eh? For late today. But anyway, I'll try again in the future. I love you guys. Stay blessed, stay fabulous, stay happy, stay very happy. I love you guys. Bye. I love you guys. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. I really love you guys. I love you guys. Oh my God, I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I love you guys, like, really seriously, like, I love you guys, like, how did they Gen Z? Everybody is doing like this. So when it came to Gen Z people, they started doing like me. I'm not a Gen Z, I'm an older person. They started doing like this. No, we used to do like this. Normal. I love you. Gen Z people started doing. Oh my God. They started doing they started doing like this. They started doing like this. One kind of way that I cannot get it. But you guys, I love you guys so much. If you are still watching right now, you have patience. So I'm already done in this video, and I'm not.